Let's be honest, folks, we all want that financial freedom, that dream vacation, that feeling of security. Imagine waking up in a beautiful house, sipping coffee on your porch, knowing you don't have to worry about bills. Picture yourself on a sun-soaked beach, the waves gently lapping at your feet with not a care in the world. It's a vision that drives many of us, a dream that keeps us going. And sometimes a shortcut to get there sounds pretty darn appealing. Life is full of choices, and when faced with the long, hard road versus a seemingly easy shortcut, it's natural to be tempted by the latter. Who wouldn't want to skip the grind and jump straight to the good part? That's exactly what these quick money schemes are banking on, our desire for an easier path. They know we're looking for that magic bullet, that one opportunity that will change everything overnight. They craft their messages to tap into our deepest desires and our impatience. They dangle the promise of big bucks, fast cars, and a life of luxury. They show us images of people living the high life, driving expensive cars and holding wads of cash. It's all designed to make us believe that we too can have it all and have it now. All you got to do, just a small investment, they say. It's a tiny price to pay for such a huge reward, right? They make it sound so simple, so foolproof. Just a little bit of your money and you'll be on your way to riches. A tiny leap of faith. They ask you to trust them, to believe in the dream they're selling. But what they don't tell you is that this leap is more like jumping off a cliff with a blindfold on. But trust me, the landing is gonna hurt. When reality hits, it hits hard. The promises of quick riches often crumble, leaving you with nothing but regret and financial pain. These schemes are like those suspiciously delicious gas station hot dogs. They look good in the moment, especially when you're desperate or have no other options. They seem like a quick fix to your hunger, just like these schemes seem like a quick fix to your financial woes. They seem great at 3 a.m. when there are no other options. In the dead of night, when you're tired and hungry, that hot dog looks like a gourmet meal. Similarly, when you're in a financial bind, these schemes look like the perfect solution. But deep down, you know they're probably a bad idea. There's a nagging doubt in the back of your mind, a little voice telling you that this might not end well, but sometimes we ignore that voice, hoping for the best. And just like those questionable meat tubes, quick money schemes leave you feeling empty, cheated, and wishing you'd just gone hungry. In the end, you're left with nothing but regret, an empty wallet, and a bitter taste in your mouth. It's a hard lesson to learn, but an important one. There are no shortcuts to true financial freedom. It takes time, effort, and smart decisions. So next time you're tempted by a quick scheme, remember the gas station hot dog and think twice. So why are we so susceptible to these schemes? Well, life can be tough. Bills pile up, wages stay stagnant, dreams feel out of reach. It's no wonder that people, especially those struggling financially, become vulnerable to these promises. Get rich quick, they scream. No hard work required. Oh, how tempting that sounds. But let's be clear, there's no such thing as a free lunch, especially in the world of finance. These schemes prey on hope, desperation, and our tendency to believe what we want to hear, even if it sounds too good to be true. Let's break down some of the usual suspects, shall we? These schemes have been around for decades, evolving with the times, but always preying on the unsuspecting. First up, the Ponzi scheme, named after that notorious swindler Charles Ponzi. Back in the early 20th century, Ponzi promised investors massive returns, but he was simply using the money from new investors to pay off the old ones. Imagine a spider web of investors, with early birds getting paid off by the suckers who come later. The scheme relies on a constant influx of new money to keep it afloat. It's like a financial game of musical chairs, and guess who's left standing when the music stops? The unfortunate last investors who find out there's no money left. Spoiler alert, not you. The early investors might make some money, but eventually the scheme collapses, leaving most people with empty pockets. Next, we have the pyramid scheme, the Ponzi's equally shady cousin. While similar, it has its own unique twist. This one relies on recruitment. You don't just invest money, you recruit others to join the scheme. You rope in your friends, they rope in theirs, and so on. Each new recruit is supposed to bring in more money, which trickles up the pyramid. It's basically multi-level marketing on steroids and just as unsustainable. The problem is, eventually, you run out of new recruits. Both Ponzi and pyramid schemes are built on a foundation of sand, destined to collapse and leave a trail of financial devastation. The promises of easy money are just illusions, and don't even get me started on online scams. In today's digital age, these traps have become even more sophisticated. From phishing emails promising Nigerian riches to fake investment opportunities with guaranteed returns, the internet is rife with dangers. The internet is a breeding ground for financial predators. They use technology to create convincing scams that can fool even the most cautious individuals. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true online, it probably is. Always do your research, verify sources, and be skeptical of offers that promise quick and easy wealth. Stay informed and protect yourself from these financial traps. Section 4. Alarm bells ringing, recognizing the warning signs of financial fakery. In today's fast-paced financial world, it's crucial to stay vigilant and informed. Scammers are becoming increasingly sophisticated, and their tactics can be hard to spot if you don't know what to look for. So how do you spot these scams before they spot your wallet? It's all about being aware and educated. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to protect your hard-earned money. Look out for these red flags. They can be subtle, but once you know what to watch for, they become much easier to identify. High returns with low or no risk. That's a biggie. If an investment opportunity promises sky-high returns with little to no risk, it's almost certainly too good to be true. Remember, the higher the potential return, the higher the risk involved. Remember, investing always involves some level of risk. No legitimate investment is completely risk-free. If someone tells you otherwise, they're not being honest. If someone claims otherwise, they're either lying or selling you magic beans. Be wary of anyone who tries to downplay the risks or make the investment sound like a sure thing. Another red flag is pressure to invest quickly. Limited time offer, they yell. Opportunities disappearing fast. Don't fall for it. Scammers thrive on urgency. They want you to make a hasty decision without thinking it through. Take your time, do your research, and never feel pressured to make a financial decision on the spot. A legitimate investment opportunity will still be there tomorrow. If someone is pushing you to act immediately, it's a sign that something isn't right. And finally, beware of any investment opportunity that lacks clear information. Ask questions, demand transparency. If the details are vague or the answers are evasive, walk away. If something seems fishy, it probably is. Trust your instincts. If an investment opportunity doesn't feel right, it's better to be safe than sorry. Remember, you're the one in control of your money. Don't let anyone pressure you into making a decision you're not comfortable with. Take charge of your financial future by staying informed and cautious. Don't be afraid to walk away from a deal that doesn't feel right. Your financial security is worth more than any potential investment. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and protect your hard-earned money from financial fakery. Section 5. Real lives, real losses, the devastating impact of quick money schemes. Now let's talk about the real victims here. Because behind these schemes, there are real people with real lives who are left picking up the pieces. People like Sarah, a single mother who lost her life savings in a Ponzi scheme disguised as a retirement fund. Or John, a retired teacher who fell for an online investment scam, losing his retirement nest egg in the process. These stories are heartbreaking and, sadly, all too common. The emotional and financial toll of these scams can be devastating, leaving victims in debt, despair, and with shattered trust. It's a stark reminder that these schemes aren't victimless crimes. They leave real people with real pain. Section 6. Shield your wallet. Practical strategies to safeguard your finances. So how do you protect yourself from becoming another statistic? First and foremost, educate yourself. Knowledge is your best defense. Learn about different types of financial scams and their telltale signs. Secondly, be wary of unsolicited offers, whether it's an email promising untold riches or a phone call guaranteeing you've won a lottery you never entered. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.